Hey guys, what's up? It's Danielle. So welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be taking you through some updates that I've made to my pocket size planner. Obviously, I'm no longer in my pocket size Filofax. This is actually called the Chunky Planner. And I've had this for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years at this point, and decided to bring it back out again. This was something that the lady who used to make them, she doesn't make them anymore, but she would make these by hand, and you would just kind of get what you would get. So I ended up getting one that has super light pink on the outside and a fake croc on the inside. And I don't know, I was just kind of feeling this because I've really been leaning more into my pocket planner because I've been taking a lot of notes. So that being said, this is obviously a separate video for a reason from my, regular plan with me, because there's more to cover and I don't want that video to be long. So obviously, that's the biggest change, is that I am no longer in my Filofax original, and I'm now in my Chunky Planner. I have made quite a few changes, and I will show that to you in just a minute. But first things first, I do not have anything in the pocket in the front or the one that's back here. I don't really like to keep stuff in there just because I always forget about it and I don't really feel the need. So this is actually in here from the last time that I used it, and it's still one of my favorite things. I'm not super religious, but this is one of my favorite Bible quotes. And then I have my little ducky paper clip, which I believe is from H Mart. And then you guys have seen different versions of this over the years, but this was actually a placemat that I got from Walmart. And I cut it down to size just so that it actually covers everything, but I can still get to my bottom tab. But I just wanted it to kind of cover everything, just so that when you open it, it looks a little bit more streamlined. And then I like the white, working with the white croc. So anyways, this is what you have when you, flip the cover. This is a sticker that came in a pack that my brother gave me, and it definitely is me a majority of the time. This is kind of like a random little dashboard that I made myself out of all the stickers that I have, and I feel like it represents me pretty well. In general, it has a lot of the stuff that I love, like otters and pizza and flowers, coffee, cats, teddy bears, that sort of thing. And then on the opposite side is just kind of a continuation. So Hello Kitty and just random stuff. I do not remember where these dividers are from. I got them off of Etsy a million years ago, but if I can figure out where they're from, I will have them linked below. They're just really cute, and I like the muted colors. I think it's really nice. So I actually only have 2 sections in my planner, and one is dedicated to like my calendars, and the other one is strictly for notes. So the first section is just for my calendars and things that I need to really stay on top of. So right here, these are just some Post-it notes that I cut in half and I just stuck them in here. And then this is a list of school assignments that I have for the semester, kind of like a, basic rundown of what's due when. And then this is kind of like a high level, sort of semester long schedule. And then the biggest, I guess, difference is that I finally figured out how to make my own stickers. So I haven't been doing a lot, but I finally figured out how to use my silhouette portrait. And I have these, which I'm using for the months, and then I just fill it in myself. And then I actually did print out a full page of the months. So that was really exciting for me to figure out, because it's been about 2 years in the making for me. And now that I have the time, I decided to figure it out. So I have the month obviously right here, and then I do have the weeks, so whatever week number it is right here in black. All of this is written with Pilot Friction, so I can erase it if I want to, but these are all the things that I know are happening. Like, obviously October is almost over, but I do have, why is it in there like that? I have November and then December behind that. So these are, again, all the things that I know are happening. So anything that pops up, you know, I'll just figure it out at the time. But I really like how these turned out, because they're a lot more streamlined than what I had before. And I do have all of my old files for, you know, like the Peanuts Planner Co. and Infinite Lotus. I think I only had Peanuts Planner Co. inserts, but I still have all the files. I'm just choosing not to use them because I would rather just stick to note cards. These are 3x5, and I think it's just a lot easier to have this rather than printing stuff out and cutting it down to size and etc. So all of this comes before the little tab right here, as well as my task list. So I have my daily, weekly, monthly, annual, and miscellaneous tasks on here. This is like the most basic list. Like, I do other stuff aside from this, but this is like the absolute basic stuff. So it is definitely not all encompassing, but it's just obviously for reference. So I also have this label that I got from Target a million years ago, and it just has one of my favorite quotes on here. I just punched it and put it in there. And then this was actually a full-size divider, like for a binder to hold 8.5 by 11 papers. And all I did was I cut it down to size, punched it, and I made it so that the tab is at the bottom so I can easily flip to my day. I have a random little page flag that I cut down that just kind of hangs out there. And then this is what my dailies have been looking like. They're very, very chill, I would say, for the most part. There's not a whole lot going on, and that's kind of, you know, just the season that I'm in, and also that's what I like. So I actually do have stickers for the days of the week that I printed as well. And that's kind of as far as I've gone, because I still have a ton of stickers that I ordered earlier in the year to use up. So these are really just supplementary. But basically what I've been doing is the current day will go in here, and I'll put this flap down. Now, this is actually just like a really, really basic walking tracker. And I've done more than just 3 days, but I'm trying to motivate myself to like do it every day. So this just kind of hangs out here, and then that way every time I open my planner and I write something in, you know, the flap reminds me that I should work out. So nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. You know, you can see I was using it for different things. And I also have been putting my meal plan for like the next week on the back of some of the cards. And then I have a list of outstanding to-dos in here as well, and just some other stuff. And then these are just blank, just in case I need them. Now, again, this next section is for notes, and obviously I can't show you guys everything, so I'm going to show you as much as I possibly can. Some of this is like really private, just, you know, because there's like passwords and that sort of thing, but I'll show you guys the rest. All right, so I'm going to start with the stuff that I took out that I can't show you, just that I don't forget. So there's like social media type login stuff. There's also like doctor info. Like I went to go see an ENT earlier this year, and you know, I don't obviously go see them all the time, so just want to make sure I have their info. There's also like vet information, and I like to have some animal hospital information on hand just in case there's an emergency with one of my cats. And then miscellaneous type stuff, like there's a tattoo place that somebody I used to work with recommended, and then I have the reservation for my upcoming flight to go home for Christmas. But this first thing is actually a fold out, and I love this quote. It's actually from the movie Precious, which is one of my favorite movies, but these are things that I am just not willing to allow in my life anymore. Things that I can't deal with. I can't do it anymore. So, yeah, I just kind of add to that when I feel like it. And then meal ideas and what sounds good. I think I've mentioned this before, but I actually save a lot of recipes on Instagram. So that's usually where I go if I am trying to find something different. But I figured I would start putting some in here as well. Still have not used this coming up page, but I don't know. Maybe in the next few months I will. Just some notes, like for school stuff, like when I talk to my advisor, I have to request my AP Psych score again. These are crochet ideas. I'm starting to get into using like actual crochet thread. So I was thinking maybe I would try making doilies. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. And then I've shown this before, but this is like a list of stuff that my brother and I want to make during Christmas. We always go really, really crazy with the food. And then this is a list of potential 2025 planner stuff or planner stuff that I know I would have to reorder. Some of this has changed a little bit, but you know, just really it's for reference. Videos to film, and then just a blank page I haven't used. I love this washi at the bottom. Makes me happy. Then my family's planning on going back to Korea in a couple of years, so I want to make sure that I start saving for that. And then I have a list of current crochet projects because I am horrible and I can never remember the size hook that I use. So I either have to start something like over, or I have to guess, or I have to sit there and wait until I completely finish it. So this is just an easy way for me to keep track of stuff. Then I have some projects that I have been meaning to do for years that I have never gotten around to. So I have to frame a painting. And then I have some vacation ideas, not necessarily for 2025 anymore, but, you know, just general ideas. some sticker ideas, and then some therapy notes, and then just something I don't want to forget. This is like from a notepad, and I just cut it down to size and then punched it, and I folded it up. I still don't know what I want to use it for, so I'm just kind of keeping it in here. And then this looks pretty janky, I guess, but it's just a list of monthly tasks that I don't want to forget about. So like dusting the baseboards and, you know, cleaning out my washer, that sort of thing. And then I have some student loan information. This was something I got from TikTok, and it's like supposed to be an easier way to clean if you have ADHD. Random little page with washi that I haven't used yet. Some notes for when I'm making my own stickers. When did I last page? And then home improvement ideas. And then I have like a gift guide. I only buy 2 people gifts, but you know. And then this is just, I was going to use this for something and then I didn't. So now it's just, yeah. Books I've completed, which sadly is not a whole lot, but I'm working on it. Things I love about myself, things I want to work on. And then this is one of my favorite quotes. It's at the end of Return of the King. Some decor ideas and miscellaneous medical stuff. So like I have asthma, so every year I have to get the Tdap, and then I also always make sure to get flu and COVID as well. And then I've started working on my goals for next year. These aren't like set in stone, so these are just ones that I'm thinking about, but I don't know, they're pretty straightforward, I think. And then these are, well, this is for when I use my grid note cards that are front and back. So it's just kind of a guide to tell me like how many, you know, like the dimensions basically. And then I have some blank pages and some Post-its back here, some stamps if I ever need them, and just a random little sticker. And that is everything. So I really like how this has turned out. I'm still adding to it. I'm still kind of seeing where I want stuff to be, but I really have enjoyed, you know, playing around with it. And especially the whole sticker thing has been a lot of fun. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll talk to you all in my next video. Bye guys.